What were you doing on Saturday, May 31st at 4:45 a.m.? Students, teachers, and parents from Aspen Crossing, the Challenge School, Coyote Hills, Independence, Bolton, Red Hawk Ridge, and Walnut Hills gathered to launch 7 weather balloons into near space, where they reached altitudes of over 100,000 feet. The balloon launch, organized by John Pierce from the Office of Instructional Technology and under the direction of Joseph Maydell from High Altitude Science, was a culminating event to an 8-week science project. Leading up to launch day, students gathered to learn about space and aeronautic engineering. The demanding project took STEM to a whole new level in requiring students, teachers, and district leaders to engage in collaboration, research, and instrumentation of payloads being sent into near space.
Have you ever wanted to go to space? Yeah, well, so have I. And as it turns out, a lot of elementary kids have too. And so I've put together a project called the Near Space Balloon Launch. And what that really means is that students have the opportunity to create a science experiment, build a rig, a payload, attach it to a high-altitude balloon that will carry it to 110,000 feet. The idea for having students to send their projects, their balloons into space, by taking a look at some of the common projects that are done in universities with engineering students, and where sending a high-altitude balloon into near space is common with engineering students at MIT, Stanford, Harvard. It's not necessarily as common in an elementary school, but I wanted to make sure that we could change that here in Cherry Creek. So what I did was I took a look at some of the other people that have done it in the past and tried to see if we could replicate it and scale it to an elementary level. And I think we've successfully done that. The original plan was one school, and I was hoping to have enough funding for that. And so Dr. Charles, the director of STEM, recommended that I contact the Cherry Creek Foundation for a grant. And so I did. I wrote my proposal, sent it in, and quickly got a response back saying, "I'm really sorry, John, that's not going to work. Do you think you could do it for at least 3 schools?" I said, 3, sure, why not? They said, good. I was hoping you'd say that because I'm really asking for 6. So it was great that the Cherry Creek Foundation was able to help support and fund enough for 6 schools to be able to do it. And when the 7th school found out that they couldn't do it due to funding, they were able to raise the money themselves. So getting 7 schools involved definitely wasn't a problem. To be honest, I probably could have taken it to at least 10 or 12 without a sweat. This year, I'm hoping to expand that so that we can have it for more students. But in all reality, getting it to 7 schools, it was really critical to have the Cherry Creek Foundation support us. Definitely planning on continuing the project. The Near Space Balloon Launch was a huge success. As a matter of fact, it got a lot of recognition from our middle schools and high schools wondering, what are we able to do if elementary kids are now sending balloons into near space? So we're definitely going to continue. It'll probably end up being more of like a kit. So I will put all the component pieces needed to send this into near space, put it into a kit that you're able to check out, and once the schools check it out, they'll be able to get started on their projects.
I think that my students learned that pretty much anything was possible, that they're not limited by being a kid, and that, yeah, even though we're students, we can send something to space and we can get footage just like real adult people that have jobs that do that sort of thing.
That they can explore our planet in a really unique way, and that even though we have a space program that's sort of big and far away, that anybody can have almost a space program.
They just were part of a project that brought something impossible to them, and it's really brought a sense of you can do anything to to their lives, and then they spread that message, and they're so proud of it. So it's that wonder and amazement again that I've seen in them.
My favorite part was actually putting it together and seeing it launch.
Probably to see how far we can get a rocket up. See if we can hopefully get it to near space.
My favorite part was getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go launch the balloon because I got to do it with my friends in the whole school.
It's hard work and it is sort of hard to do, but it is really fun. We beat a world record last year. Balloon launch was actually one of my most favorite things in my life so far.
When our balloon took off, it didn't necessarily take off. It landed right in the grass field. And once we fixed it, it ended up 2 hours away from our house. When I got home, I was blown away that we actually sent a balloon into space. Not a rocket ship, a balloon into space.
We have just located our payload, so we're coming up on it now. And here's the parachute. Let's follow it to, here it is. We've got it. Yay! Woohoo! Awesome.